Okay guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, fasten your seatbelts. Here we go. Okay guys, I'm back and it is June 3rd and it's 10:39 p.m. Eastern Time. We are going to get into the Q posts. I've already done one video and uploaded it about concerning the news, and now we are going to get caught up on all of the Q posts. So let's just jump right in. I hope everyone is doing all right this evening, and let's just start. I'm picking up from where I left off in the last Q video, and we're going to go right through and catch up with today's post as well. So this will bring us completely up to date. All right. We are on drop 4385. Arrests among Antifa's highest ranks may be imminent. Now, that's good news as far as I'm concerned, because the sooner these people are put behind bars, the better our country will be. All right, so we're going to come down here, and this is a quote, and it's taken from this article, and also up here we have a former post by Q that says Antifa mapping started a long time ago. All right, so I think mapping now in context of this means that they were mapping out their activities, mapping out, you know, who's connected to who and all of that. I think that they've probably been on this way before now. So anyway, says, but even before riots exploded across the United States in the aftermath of George Floyd's death, federal and local officials have long been investigating the inner workings and revenue stream of the anarchist left-wing outfit, and arrests among its highest ranks may be imminent. I guess that's how they knew that Malia Obama was going to Antifa meetings. All right, and arrests among its highest ranks may be imminent. Intelligence sources pointed out that that indictments have been building for some time, and a close examination of funding revenues remains under the microscope. While Antifa operates as something of a leaderless militant wing, sources closely engaged in the matter say that there are identifiable top brass driving and inciting criminal activity. No doubt in my mind at all. And we know who, well, we know who's funding it. Absolutely, at least partly, is George Soros. I'm sure there's many others as well. And then you've got the Hollywood elite that have been bailing out these protesters and, you know, giving them bail money. So, yeah, interesting. And let's just go here. We've pulled out the most important part. So I'm not going to read all this, but this is the article that it's taken from by Fox News. Antifa arrests coming. Whoops, hang on.
Down the lower part of Manhattan.
Hang on here. Okay. It says Antifa arrests coming, concerns over riots heading to suburbia, government source says. And why do they have concerns over that? Because that's exactly what they've threatened. They are saying that they're bringing the battle to the suburbs, and they're going to find, and really they are targeting richer neighborhoods to loot and pillage. So anyway, let's go back now. And hang on here. Whoops. Well, that's not where I want to be. Right here's where I want to be. All right, and let's go on to the next drop, and it is 4386, video of Hillary Clinton praising George Soros. Now, I have seen this before, but it's worth seeing. And I love this because it says, expect us. Q. I love that. Expect us. Q. So let's take a look at this. Doesn't surprise me in the least. We know how she feels about George Soros. Hang on here.
For America's future, that some participate and others don't. We have been given an extraordinary blessing. And at this moment in time, our country needs us. And we need people like George Soros who is fearless
Right.
and willing to step up when it counts. So please join me in welcoming George Soros.
It is the first time that I feel that I need to stand up and do something really and become really engaged in the electoral process in this country.
And why would he want to be involved in the electoral process in this country? Well, you and I both know it's not for the betterment of this country. It's to take us down so that we are all the more ready to enter into the New World Order, because they are trying to destroy America, and they've tried to destroy it from within. They did that. They had that 16-year plan to destroy America. Well, they were darn well halfway through, and they never expected her to lose. So, but she did. Thank goodness. What would our country look like today if Hillary was president? Really, just think about it. I don't like to think about it. It gives me nightmares. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, really, it's bad enough now. Of course, if Trump were to step down, all this would stop. It would stop immediately. All this stuff. But worse would come. It would come. Because the only reason they're doing this is because of the election. They hate Trump that much. And quite frankly, it's about self-preservation. They know they're going down. They know. Okay, let's go back now and finish these. All right, so Hillary praising George Soros is not at all surprising. And then we have this on drop 4387. We are united and will prevail. USA freedom flag. Yes, we are united. We're more united than they would like to portray us as being. We are united. We will prevail. God bless America. Q. Well, God bless America indeed. Now, we are on drop 4388. Military, all systems go. 11-3 marker. Now, this was from an anon. It says the only way is military. And it says, think about it logically. The only way is the military. Now, this is from the 1st of November, 2017, only a couple days after Q began to post. Think about it logically. The only way is the military. Fully controlled. Save and spread. Once 11-3 verifies as first marker. Biggest advance drop on poll. And poll was the Chan that it originally started on. And then we have this tweet by Donald Trump. And it was interesting because it's very, very interesting. Because June 1st, 2020, what did Donald Trump tweet? November 3rd. What does this say? Once 11-3 verifies as first marker. So this is the first marker. And the way it's appearing now is the Q posts have been running. The first Q posts should actually be the last. So when we were all puzzling about what are they talking about, Hillary being arrested and all this, well, that's how it's going to end. They told us the end before they gave us the beginning. Isn't that interesting? It's always interesting when a novel does that. I always like those, or a movie. And that's exactly what Q did. So here we've got the first marker, November 3rd, and Q is saying all systems go. And isn't that interesting? The only way is the military. The only way is the military, fully controlled. So Q is telling us, okay, you know what? The military is going to have to step in to get this settled down. It's the only way. It's the only way. And I agree, although it scares me because that's what a totalitarian nation would do. However, you have got to bring law and order to the streets. You can't have this crowd, and when you're in a crowd, nobody feels responsible because they each are doing things that are detrimental, but nobody feels responsible because they're part of the crowd, you see. So a crowd will do things that an individual would never do. And so you can't have this out of control crowd going into suburbia and burning people's houses down, entering their houses and looting and so forth, which is what they have planned. And quite frankly, it's terrifying. All right, now let's continue on. We are on drop 4389, 4389, dark to light, blackout necessary, 2-year delta. All right, so June 3rd, 2018, what did we have? Boom, 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 boom. A week to remember, dark to light, blackout necessary, Q. So this was on June 3rd, 2018, so 2 years ago. And what do we have here? We have the White House blacked out, all dark, which I don't know if that's ever happened before. Do you guys know if it's ever happened before? But anyway, there it is. It's all darkened, and it says dark to light, Q. Very interesting that a lot of these older posts are now making sense because the beginning was actually when Q started posting, what he was posting about in the beginning is actually the end. All right, now here we are on drop 4390, 4390. The light of the righteous shines brightly, but the lamp of the wicked is extinguished. And that is straight from the Word of God, so you can't dispute it. So anyway, the lamp of the wicked is extinguished. All right, and that is from Proverbs 13:9. The light of the righteous shines brightly, but the lamp of the wicked is extinguished. Dark to light. And 4391, Q foreshadowed the Antifa uprising and military response back on October 31st, 2017. Q proof. Q says worth remembering. Okay, so this is what October 31st. Okay. This is what I've just clipped it out here. And it says Q Army stormtrooper eyes on the last several days of Antifa attacks against the White House and other targets in Washington, D.C. And this photo of military police standing on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial reminded me of something very important. A news article from July 2019. Now, I should have gone, I don't know what this is talking about now. I should have gone out and I may have to go 4391, hang on here. I'm going to go out here. Don't need to be there. And let's come down here. I want to go out to the actual, okay. 43, okay, right here. So I just want to go out to this. I want to make sure we're not missing anything because that would kind of be, well, he's not saying what the article was. The last several days of Antifa attacks against the White House. Okay, let's go here. I'm not exactly sure what he is talking about. Oh, okay, it goes on. This Bloomberg article dated 7/22/2019 mentioned the discovery of an ongoing top secret military mission around Washington, D.C. Army let slip that it's conducting secret operation around D.C. Black Hawk copters working on emerging classified mission. Service asks Congress for an extra $1.55 million for project. The Pentagon has revealed a few details about a secret Army mission that has Black Hawk helicopters flying missions over the Washington, D.C. area. So this was the past summer, so almost a year ago, not quite. They had this, and I remember that, and I remember nobody really knew what it had to do with. So it says the mysterious classified operation was disclosed when the Army asked Congress for approval to shift funds to provide an extra $1.55 million for aircraft maintenance, air crews, and travel in support of an emerging classified flight mission. It's part of a $2.5 billion request this month to reprogram funds in the current fiscal year's budget to programs considered high priorities. Without additional funding, the Army will not be able to perform this classified mission, the Defense Department said. And here's the document revealing the U.S. Army's mystery mission in the Washington, D.C. area. And of course, it cuts off before we can really see it. But and let's come down here. The article referenced a tweet by Alan Wayne. In the tweet, Wayne makes reference to the U.S. Army's mystery mission, then makes a very suspicious statement. Certain people might be interested. Was Wayne trying to tip off Antifa and planners of the current insurrection? And let's look at this. Alex Wayne, here's the document revealing the U.S. Army's mystery mission in the Washington, D.C. area. Certain people might be interested. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? The plot thickens. On 7/22/2019, the same day the Bloomberg article was published, Q dropped a screenshot of another of Alan Wayne's tweets referencing the Bloomberg article about the ongoing secret military mission around D.C. And I remember all this, and I remember being confused, like, okay, what is this? Is it good? Is it bad? What is it? So, news, the U.S. Army is engaged in a mysterious operation around Washington, D.C. And here's a screenshot of Alan Wayne's tweet regarding the mysterious military operation around Washington, D.C. that Q referenced. And here it is. Army lets slip that it's conducting secret operations around D.C. So it's all very interesting, isn't it? Now let's return to Alan Wayne's 7/23/2019 tweet referenced in the 7/22/2019 Bloomberg article about the secret military operation around Washington, D.C. Let's focus specifically on the government document he links in his tweet. Here's a photo of the government document that reveals the existence of the secret military operation around D.C. In the first paragraph, it mentions that the Army will be creating a SCIF to support secure mission communications and information at Davison Army Airfield. Interesting. SCIF stands for Sensitive Compartmentalized Information Facility. Q mentions just such a facility in drop number 14 on 10/31/2017, along with mentioning Antifa by name and asking this question: what happens if Soros-funded operations get violent and engage in domestic terrorism? Boom. Wow. Okay, like my mind's blown right now, really, because that was drop number 14. It was on October 31st, just days after Q began posting, and he's asking, what happens if Soros-funded operations get violent and engage in domestic terrorism? It's blowing my mind. How did he know? Seriously, my mind is blown. Okay. And this is the actual tweet here from the 31st of October, 2017. And SCIF, military intelligence. Wow. And it says, how is POTUS always 5 steps ahead? Who is helping POTUS? Well, we know the military is. We know that there's lots of people helping POTUS, really. They asked him to run. Very, very interesting. Okay, so let's go back to Q and move on. That literally, this is blowing my mind. It really is, because how did he know when this started in 2017? How did he know all this and predict it so accurately? Anyway, 4392, we're on drop 4392 from the 3rd of June, which is today. And it says, mistakes to some are roadmaps to others. Mistakes to some are roadmaps to others. Meaning, I guess, some people just call a mistake, and other people, they use those mistakes to become a roadmap to still get to where they're going, I guess. I'm not sure. But it's an interesting tweet. It's an interesting drop. Okay, and now we are on drop 4393. 4393. Q told us from the start, the only way is military. Q number 26. And Antifa, Soros, is the justification. Wow. All right. So here he is screenshotting this old post. And I do have a link to make it bigger so we can see. But down below, Q says, full circle. And yeah, we have come full circle. Why is Antifa allowed to operate? What happens if Soros-funded operations get violent and engage in domestic terrorism? What happens if mayors, police comms, chiefs do not enforce the law? And they're not enforcing the law. Okay, if mayor and police comms, police, I don't know, or chiefs do not, commanders, I don't know, and chiefs do not enforce the law. Think recent events. You have more than you know. Yes, apparently we do. And I'm going to go to a link so that we can actually read what this old post is. There we go. So, SCIF, military intelligence, what is state secrets and how upheld in the Supreme Court? I think, because there was no special commission back then. What must be completed to engage military over 3-letter agencies? What must occur to allow for civilian trials? Oh my gosh, this is all coming together, isn't it? He's allowing this. He's allowing this. Because then they'll have to engage the military. Then they can have civilian trials. Oh my gosh, this is all making sense now. All of it. It is coming full circle. I don't know. My mind's going like 1,000 miles an hour right now, because this means that Trump is aware. Well, obviously he's aware of what's happening, but he's allowing it because he's ahead of them. Why is this relevant? What was Flynn's background? Why is this relevant? Why did Admiral Rogers, NSA, meet Trump privately without authorization? Does POTUS know where the bodies are buried? Does POTUS have the goods on most bad actors? Was Trump asked to run for president? Why? By whom? Was Hillary Rodham Clinton next in line? Oh, yes, she was. And isn't that interesting? Because, you know, we know now that Q asked questions, but they're meant as statements. So he's basically saying POTUS knows where the bodies are buried, has the goods on most bad actors, and he was asked to run for president. Was the election supposed to be rigged? Did good people prevent the rigging? Why did POTUS form a panel to investigate? Has POTUS ever made a statement that did not become proven as true or a fact? What is POTUS in control of? What is the one organization left that isn't corrupt? The military. Why does the military play such a vital role? Why is POTUS surrounded by highly respected generals? Who guards former presidents? Why is that relevant? Who guards Hillary Rodham Clinton? Why is Antifa allowed to operate? Why hasn't the Muslim Brotherhood been classified as a terrorist organization? What happens if Soros-funded operations get violent and engage in domestic terrorism? What happens if mayors and police comms chiefs do not enforce the law? What authority does POTUS have specifically over the Marines? Why is this important? What is Mueller's background? Military? Was Trump asked to run for president with assurances made to prevent tampering? Yes. How is POTUS always 5 steps ahead? I'd like to know that myself. Who is helping POTUS? Well, evidently the military, for one. But interesting that these were questions that were asked right at the beginning. And it's interesting because now it's coming full circle. We can see it. It's amazing. Really, it is. Okay, so let's continue on, rather. And we are on drop 4394, still on the 3rd of June. Well, obviously, we couldn't be on the 4th of June yet, could we? Hasn't gotten here. 4394, over 2 years ago, Q told us there would be riots and military control, and the best is yet to come. He did. I remember all that because I remember thinking, this was way back when I started Q, and I remember thinking, why is he saying all this? Because I don't see any of this happening. He talked about Hillary being arrested and all that, and now I understand. That was all the beginning. Now it makes me want to go back and read those posts from the beginning to gain a greater understanding of what's coming. All right, so, and this is Donald Trump from June 2nd, 2020, the best, and the best is yet to come. So this links to this man's Twitter, and he says, 2 years, 7 months, and 1 day ago, we were told there would be riots. We were told there would be temporary military control. We were given the end at the beginning. Unreal. Now, obviously, if Q linked to that, he is in agreement with that. He is pointing to that as the truth. The end is the beginning. What he posted way back, that is where we are now. I don't know about you, but this really does blow my mind. All right, now we're on drop 4395. Sorry, a yawn tried to get out, but I held it back as best I could. Q and military intelligence have been planning for this moment, Antifa insurrection. And we have here his post from May 31st, 2020. Antifa mapping started a long time ago. And Q says, now reread again. But even before riots exploded across the United States in the aftermath of George Floyd's death, federal and local officials have long been investigating the inner workings and revenue stream of the anarchist left-wing outfit. And arrests among its highest ranks may be imminent. Intelligence sources pointed out that indictments have been building for some time, and a close examination of funding revenues remains under the microscope. While Antifa operates as something of a leaderless militant wing, sources closely engaged in the matter said that there are identifiable top brass driving and inciting criminal behavior. Well, we know that's true. All right. And we are now on drop 4396, drawing to a close here. 4396, God wins, photo of POTUS holding Bible in front of St. John's Church, Washington, D.C. God wins, Q, and you know what they tried to do with that. They said it was a shameless photo op. They even said he was holding the Bible upside down, which he is clearly not. The ribbons on a Bible run from top to bottom. he's not holding the Bible upside down. It makes me so irate, these people, and that he tear gassed people to get them out of the way for his photo op. Absolutely a lie, a flat out lie. All right, and 4397, and again from today. And I like this because very interesting. He puts shadow presidency, shadow government, insurgency, irregular warfare, Q. But look, he highlights shadow press, shadow press. We've got a shadow presidency, and along with it, a shadow press. Isn't that interesting? Well, I think so. The swamp runs deep. They want you divided. They want you labeled by race, religion, class, sex, etc. Divided, you are weak. No collective power. Divided, you attack each other and miss the true target, them. MSDNC projection regarding scope and size meant to instill fear and basic follow the pack mentality. Psych 101, echo chamber, groupthink. If majority thinks XYZ, then XYZ must be true. Pro-America versus anti-America. Re-obtain power by any means necessary. Prevent public exposure of truth. Prevent accountability. Your life means nothing to them, and that is quite evident. You are just sheep to them. Your life means nothing. You are a vote when it matters and a dollar sign when it does not. Stand strong. Stand together. Humanity is good. Unity is humanity. Unity is peace. Be strong in the Lord. Pray for strength. Pray for guidance. Pray for America. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. All right. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. And now we have possibly the craziest woman in America. Link to new. Okay, sorry. They haven't named it yet. This is drop 4398 and says POTUS walked to church. MSDNC, POTUS cleared peaceful protesters using tear gas, rubber bullets, attack on humanity, racist, etc. Pelosi walk. MSDNC, Pelosi, Democrats are one with the people and the black community. Protesters reaching out for her hand, peaceful. POTUS holds Bible. MSDNC, fake pictures created of Hitler holding Bible. Project white supremacy narrative. Pelosi holds Bible. MSDNC, Pelosi, Democrats are a blessing for our black communities. Attempt to divide and control. Q. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And I think most people recognized it for exactly what it was. All right. Well, isn't that something? Where did that page go? Well, they've taken that down as well. That was the, isn't that interesting? Q links to it and Twitter drops it. We are in an all-out war. I'm telling you, all-out war. It's like Trump retweeted somebody or return tweeted it, and immediately that person was dropped from Twitter. So I can see that this is happening again. Q links to it and they drop it, but it was a link with Pelosi and her little Bible. I'll try to find it. If any of you have it, please send it or put it in the comments. I would appreciate it. We are in an all-out war here, really. It's a silent war. Well, not so silent anymore. Not on their side, anyway. All right. Well, that brings us up to date with the Q post, and I'm going to leave it there for tonight. And I guess that's it. I could do another video, but I think I'm going to wait because I exhaust myself doing that in my voice. And I want to be able to bring you the news tomorrow because I'm sure that there will be lots. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it. Take care, stay safe, and Keep seeking truth. I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night.